action. The governor of the great Commonwealth of Virginia, Glenn Youngkin, is with us. Governor, great to have you back, and I'm sorry for all the devastation in your state as well. How are things looking in the Commonwealth?
Sean, the devastation is just shocking, and it's heartbreaking. I spent both Saturday and Sunday in Southwest Virginia in communities that have literally been washed away. People have lost everything. And, of course, when you look at the devastation in North Carolina and Tennessee and South Carolina, Georgia and Florida, with 120-plus deaths, and we had 2 tragic deaths in Virginia, it is a moment for us to come together and to help one another. Listen, what I saw last Friday in Virginia was the extraordinary demonstration of heroism. Virginia State Police flying to Unicoi County in Tennessee and rescuing patients off the roof of a hospital that was being flooded. Virginia National Guardsmen rappelling out of Black Hawk helicopters into rushing waters, pulling people out of cars. And when I visited yesterday with electricity out for hundreds of thousands of Virginians and cell phone coverage completely disabled, they need food, they need water. People have gone to work. And Sean, I'll tell you, it is, in fact, in these moments of absolute crisis that the character of a community comes forth. And this is about Virginians helping Virginians, Americans helping Americans. And in a moment where we need to all pull together, I am encouraged by what I have seen in Southwest Virginia, where people coming together, what we've seen with folks sending resources to North Carolina for search and rescue missions. There's still hundreds of people unaccounted for. We've seen what President Trump was doing in Georgia today. Across the whole Southeast, we're watching people come together in a real moment of tragedy.
I'm trying to understand this, and this really isn't political for me. I think it's just basic common sense 101. I had spoken with Governor DeSantis and Governor Kemp. They had pre-positioned all of these electrical trucks to get power up and running in their respective states. Everybody knew it was going to be a Cat 3, maybe a Cat 4 hurricane. They knew it was a big storm. They were prepared, they were ready, and they mobilized immediately, and they're still helping people. Nobody really anticipated that North Carolina would get whacked as hard as it did. Our prayers are with them. You know, one of the things that Donald Trump did today is not only was he with Samaritan's Purse and Franklin Graham, who I have great admiration for, and by the way, I urge people to donate to Samaritan's Purse. I'm going to send a donation myself, and because people are in real need. But he also got on the phone with Elon Musk, and, you know, he's trying to get Starlink. We have people in pretty large portions of Asheville and other parts of North Carolina where they have no communications at all, Governor. You know, we don't know if people's lives are in danger. They're not able to get to anybody to help them. You know, why isn't the administration? How did Joe sit on the beach all weekend? And why was Kamala out, you know, with her Hollywood friends all weekend?
Yeah, well, so the innovation that comes to bear when there's a moment of crisis is critical. And it is exactly as you said, moments like this that we have to try new things. Listen, in Southwest Virginia this week, we literally saw an entire community that was lost. And so we've had to bring in all kinds of makeshift routes in order to get them communication, in order to get them temporary electricity, in order to provide shelter, food, a warm shower. This has been a moment where we've got to stretch and do things that we hadn't thought we could do. And listen, I think the Starlink idea is brilliant, and we got to get moving here. We have been coordinating across all fronts. I have to say, pre-positioning all of the resources ahead of the storm was critical. And we were able to do the exact same thing. We have been, Sean, I have to say, working well with FEMA. They, in fact, were moving very quickly over the last few days for us. And getting these resources has been critically important. I'm going to go back. You just said you were just talking about Samaritan's Purse, and we're working with United Way in Southwest Virginia. The nonprofit communities have really moved quickly, feeding people, clothing people, showing up with medicine, really important, oxygen tanks for older folks who need the oxygen tanks. This has been an all-hands-on-deck moment, and we need it all.
Yeah, we really do. Is there, what do you think people can do that can help you around the country? We have one, I find the American people to be the most generous, especially in times of need. What do you recommend? What can people in other states be doing to help?
So first of all, we've had offers of resources from governors all over. Sarah Huckabee Sanders called me today and said, Governor, what do you need? And so first and foremost, that expression of willingness to send whatever is needed is America at its best. And then the ability for Americans to donate is really important. As I said, the United Way in Southwest Virginia is the top deployer we've got on the ground, although churches and religious organizations are moving quickly. I think you're exactly right. Samaritan's Purse is doing amazing work across the entire region. We actually have a group called God's Pit Crew in Virginia that has gone to work to support things. And so I just ask folks, if you can donate, please do. I appreciate all of the offers of support from governors around the country, and Governor Huckabee Sanders. Thank you for your offer today. We're not going to put a moment's rest at night until we know that we have got everybody in a safe place. Sean, this is going to be a long recovery. That's the other reality. When you have people who have been devastated the way that they have, this is going to be a long recovery period, and therefore this help is not just a 24, 48-hour surge. We're going to need to do it for a long period of time.
All right, Governor, praying for the people in your state and the Commonwealth of Virginia. Thank you for being with us.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.